Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, a podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all your questions, all your comments, Manchester United related, people. I'm brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note, and my guest host, special guest host on Tuesdays, always here in the building, man like Ivorian. What are you telling me, family? You good?
Yes, I'm good, man. Big ups to everyone that's tuning in as well. As I said in the comments right there, 50 likes minimum, non-negotiable. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe once you come in back. Your boy Ivorian Spice is doing well. He's had a good weekend. He's enjoyed a lot of sun. He's got his vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin D inside him. So you get me. It's a good day for us, Manchester United fans. As we've got plenty to talk about. You know, there's a lot to talk about, my brother.
We have a lot to talk about. Cristiano Ronaldo, Christian Eriksen, Eric Bailly, Brandon Williams could be leaving. There's a lot to go. And I've seen pictures of Sir Alex Ferguson and David Gill going into Carrington. So we got plenty to discuss. But before we get into all of that, whether you're watching live right now or you're watching this back afterwards, hit the like button on the video. Make sure you do that. Hit the like button on the video. Share this across all the socials and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. It is road to 5K subscribers. But there's only one place to start. The guy who has been in the Manchester United news pretty much all summer. I've seen the picture, as you can see in the thumbnail, the picture of him arriving back at Manchester. Me and Ivorian was discussing this show yesterday, and I mentioned, the Ronaldo news, and Ivorian said, that pussy old. So let's get into it. Cristiano Ronaldo back at Manchester United. I've got a lot to say on it. I know you have a lot to say on it. So we'll start with you, Ivorian. Your thoughts.
Yes, as I said to you yesterday, Flawless, that pussy was finally touched down Manchester, you know. It's been a while, he's been hiding. Obviously, guys, as you can see yesterday, Fabrizio Romano tweeted out, everyone else tweeted out from the media team that Cristiano Ronaldo came back to Manchester United. And as you saw today, he's rolling with the ManDem, his representation, you know, Jorge Mendes as well. And you know, the reason why I'm pronouncing it like that, because that's how he's a Jorge, you know, Jorge Mendes. That's how it's pronounced if you're Portuguese. But I'm still sending shots to him though, because he's out here doing Jorge stuff. Got me with Ronaldo. But yeah, bro, the fact that he's come in his entourage for Manchester United, you know what I had to say, man. It's funny because this whole entire time, I said it last week, guys, the fact that Ronaldo has technically let Manchester United fans down. He's let himself down as a man by not honouring his words and keeping his words to make Manchester United at least great again, you know. And it's not by just playing in the Champions League, get us to a level where we compete to make us great again. Do you know what I said before? But yeah, Ronaldo himself coming back, it's been crazy because a lot of things been happening. We're just wondering how it's going to end today's talks with Erik ten Hag. And I'm interested to find out. Ronaldo coming back today again shows that the power that he had before, because back then, Juventus, you could do stuff like that, not come to preseason and then not come at all. But today he's come back to Manchester United to show some respect, you know. Out of respect for the club, he's going to come back to training. My opinion is, as always, as it been before, I don't mind if he stays, but I'm now more in favor, Flores, of him just pack his shit and go. Because we've had this Paul Pogba saga. Now we have a Cristiano Ronaldo saga. You know, you kind of ruin our preseason plans. You ruin the manager's plans in terms of he had to accept that he had to plan with you. And all of a sudden, he has to stop planning without you. You know, he had to alter his belief, his way of playing football, just to just fit you in to make it. How can Ronaldo be successful in Ten Hag's system? You know, he sat down with Van der Grohe and plotted on paper and said, that, you know what, let's play this style. This will work, that the tap-in merchant will get at least 30 goals. But yeah, man, it's what it is, man. I'm hoping that they probably end up parting ways because I'm tired, you know. I'm tired of all of this. You know? I want people who are committed. I don't want people that like listening to Central C commitment issues and then tell us that he's got commitment issues. We need committed people out here, bro. Flawless. Let me throw it to you because I want to bounce back afterwards. I'm feeling hot. I'm just feeling hot.
I can tell, man. Get off your chest.
No. You get up. I'll jump back in, bro. We need to go back to back. You get me? Like Drake said.
I hear
Bro,
that.
I'm
Before
feeling
we
hot
do
already,
that,
man.
big up to Safe, who just became a member of the channel as well. Much appreciated. Big up to you. If you want to join the membership, the link is in the pinned comment. People, many great perks, including how to get on Q&As, how your comments take priority, getting priority on the fan calling shows as well when you call in. So the link is in the description. The link is in the description, as well as the link is in the pinned comment. So big up to you, Safe, for becoming a member. On the Ronaldo thing, all I'm going to say is I was spot on. 110%. And nobody who was going against me is now going to turn up in the comments and say, you know what, Flawless, you was right. Because when I get things wrong, and I do get things wrong, I get more wrong than I get right. ManDem are quick to tell me I get things wrong. But I want to argue. Not so much people who run banter and run jokes, but I'm talking about others. People will turn up. The non-regulars will turn up. But then you get the non-regulars turning, why are you criticizing Cristiano Ronaldo? When me and Tox did it in the mud 2-3 weeks ago. I stated all this. I said this. I said nobody will take Cristiano Ronaldo in terms of places he wants to go. Look at the teams he got linked with any Vim. They're all, if you are, I say this again, if you are attempting to win the Premier League or challenge for the Premier League or your domestic league, or you are trying to win the Champions League or challenge for the Champions League, you do not have a 37-year-old up front. Simple as that. Blank out the name Cristiano Ronaldo. You do not have a 37-year-old leading the line. Is there exceptions to the rule? Probably. But I guarantee you, Benzema, if he's not performing at this level, won't be leading the line for Real Madrid going forward. Guarantee you, Bayern Munich, well, they've got rid of Lewandowski. Guarantee you, any of the teams you're looking at, and it won't have a 37-year-old. Yes, Benzema, I think, is 35, but Benzema's in the form of his life. So that's why he's there. Let Benzema fall off the next 2 years. Real Madrid are going to move him on 110%. And Ronaldo stands, and that's what I'm going to say, stands. Ronaldo stands. Ronaldo FC act like he is Benzema. They act like what Ronaldo is to Manchester United is what to Benzema is to Real Madrid, and that's not the case. And this is why I have to talk on it like that. And like I said, I called this. I said no top team is going to come in for this guy. And he's available for cheap. And he's willing to take a pay cut, and he wants to leave. So any team who's trying to sign Cristiano Ronaldo is in a position of power. I say this all the time when it comes to negotiations. It's all about leverage. So you get to play for cheap. He wants to leave. You could easily sign him. We were talking as cheap as 14 million. 14 million. And Chelsea said no. And I said this, Tuchel's a smart individual. Tuchel's just had Lukaku. As bad as Chelsea's attack is, that contains Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, and Batshuayi. He said no. Oliver Kahn popped up and said, you know what? Nah, we respect Cristiano Ronaldo. He's not for us. PSG, who are the team who love branding. Imagine the brand of getting Ronaldo if they did sign him and having Ronaldo and Messi together. It wouldn't work on the football pitch. It wouldn't work on the football pitch, but it will work off the pitch. That's easily, you're doubling, probably trebling your commercial profits, I would say. If you have Ronaldo and Messi together in the PSG kit, doing adverts and stuff like that, doing branding for PSG, it would be absolutely nuts. PSG said no. So that's Chelsea, that's Bayern Munich, that's PSG. Who else? I'm trying to think. Barcelona, who are signing everybody. Even said nah. I think even if Chelsea would have went in for Ronaldo, Barcelona, who've been hijacking all Chelsea's deals, would have been like, nah. You know what I'm saying? They would have been like that. And I called this, and there's no one in the chat now. Is my mic a bit poppy? I'll have to jump out and jump back in. But to end it all before I jump out and jump back in, I called this spot on. You know what I'm saying? And give me 1 sec, Ivorian, yeah? I'm just going to jump out and jump straight back in 1 sec.
Yeah, no worries. But guys, big up to everyone that's tuning in. Make sure you smash that like button as well. I've just seen that we're literally on 9 likes. Come on. There's 30 people watching. Smash that like button. At least get to 50. Minimum, guys. Box standard minimum, non-negotiable. As we wait for Flawless to just jump back in, just sort out his mind. Guys, we all know I'm upset, bro. I'm upset because of the whole entire situation, Flawless, is that we've wasted a good preseason. Yeah, knowing that we need a striker, yeah. And the whole shebang, the whole transfer strategy has been put on hold because of this guy. You know, and it set us back a bit, man. Because it would be nice to know that we have an alternative striker. Now we're out here playing the guessing game. It's Russian roulette for us, Manchester United fans. Like, who's going to be a striker? Is it going to be Martial or nobody? We need to know, you know, are we going to sign a striker? Yes or no? Is this guy staying? We need to know. And today, if we don't get any conclusion, anything that comes out today that Ronaldo staying or going, it will truly annoy me because we need clarity right now. I said it last week. We don't need clarity. we needed clarity a long time ago. As soon as we jetted off for a preseason tour, the moment the guy said he wants to leave, I see you buy.
Facts.
And reinvest that money somewhere else. Because Ronaldo is one of the reasons why Manchester United never got the CDM last season. Because they were planning for that CDM. As soon as Ronaldo wanted to leave Juventus, Godfather Alex Ferguson calls up and says, we can't stop this guy from going to Man City. Let's use our budget. We spent majority of our budget on his wage and also on the transfer fee. And so he's held us up from signing a centre defensive midfielder that Manchester United were planning to get. Manchester United was eyeing up Camavinga. Real Madrid got him. Because why? We passed out on the opportunity because we signed Ronaldo. So yeah, I'm tired of this whole situation. It is time to make that decision. I don't know why Manchester United don't want to bite the bullet to let my man go. Just like they don't want to bite the bullet to just say, you know what, this Maguire thing never really worked.
Yeah, it's because we've made bad decisions. I will defend United in the stance of I like how we've handled this Ronaldo situation so far, but it's not finished yet. It's not finished. Like people are saying Ten Hag wants him to stay. Ten Hag wants him to stay. I've said this, boy, I back the manager. I'm cool with it. But I don't want to see him starting week in, week out. That's a recipe for me. That's a recipe for disaster. I called this early. I called the Ronaldo thing this summer. I said when we signed him, we shouldn't have got him. Ronaldo was never the answer. Do we have problems? Yes. Is he the biggest problem? Absolutely not. I'm not saying he's the biggest problem. I'm saying where Manchester United were when we signed him, where we are now, he's not the answer. He's Cristiano Ronaldo in name only. In name only, people. And people say, oh, where the goals going to come from? Yo, we'll score goals. We scored goals before him. We'll score goals after him. If he left, we're never going to sign a striker again. And then people will say, oh, the striker market's not good. All right, so here's my response to that then. So say the striker market's bad next year. Do we just keep him when he's 38? Say the market's bad after that. Do we keep him when he's 39? Say the market's still bad after that, 40. And there's no guarantee if these magical strikers who are cold pop up on the transfer market, we get them. City might be looking for a striker. Liverpool could be looking for a striker. Chelsea could be looking for a striker. Bayern Munich could be looking for a striker. Real Madrid could be looking for a striker. PSG could be looking for a striker. We're down low on the pecking order list. So if this magical striker pops up that everyone's talking about, the market all of a sudden gets good, what makes people think guarantee that we get them? What's the guarantee? So what? Do we have this guy Ronaldo playing up front till he's 40, 45, 50? Because the market's no good. Like I say, people love changing the goalpost when it's their guy, but when we talking Martial, it's get rid of him. There's no, the market's bad, it's get rid of him. When we're talking a Fred, when we're talking a McTominay, it's get rid of him. Nobody else gets this, and I use McTominay because that's a player I don't rate also as an example. With Wan-Bissaka, it's not all the right backs ain't the right back market's not good. It's get rid of him. He's not good enough. Maguire, who you just mentioned, Ivorian, not good enough. Get rid of him. You get what I'm saying? And that the centre back market's not good. What are we talking about? Man will say get rid of Tellers. The left back market ain't good. What position is the market good? I don't think any of them are. But people will only use that for Ronaldo as an excuse. But they don't use it for anybody else when they're talking about players they don't like. I keep the same energy. If a player's not good enough, move him on. You will find somebody else.
Listen, Flawless, I've seen Bayern Munich the day announce a signing of a 17-year-old striker. Yeah, for about, 30 million pounds, 20 to 30 million pounds. And they just lost Robert Lewandowski. They went to sign a 17-year-old instead of signing Cristiano Ronaldo. That's how much they don't even want Ronaldo. They said, you know what? We're good. We're going to sign a 17-year-old youth French player that's destined to be the next best thing. That's just captain France to win the European Championship under 19, whatever. We're going to get him instead. So that just shows you that Ronaldo's not wanted anywhere, regardless. They'd rather sign a 17-year-old.
He's not.
That's not even there yet.
The wage ain't worth it. What he brings now ain't worth it. If this is prime Ronaldo, everyone's kicking down United's door. Everyone's knocking down Carrington's door to get him. But he's not it at 37, and that's not his fault. Let me get to some of the comments as well. Big up to Daredevil, says big up Flawless and everyone else. Love from the USA here. Like Ivorian said, man, 50 like minimum, guys, non-negotiable. Go subscribe to his channel as well. I'm gonna add it to the title. Big up Shmalu says the old cry baby needs to shove out, man. Spurs for Life says he turned up with his agent. Yes, his agent was there. Sir Alex was there. David Gill was there. Obviously, Ten Hag was there as well. MOTG says, when you sign in De Jong, I have no idea. I wish I knew. Your guess is as good as mine, innit? I wish I was in the boardrooms and on the phone when Ten Hag and the United hierarchy are all talking about these things. Chris K says kick him out. I'm with you. Big on my guy Jez every single time as well. Larger Jez. Daredevil says, Ten Hag said in his first interview that Ronaldo is in his plans, so it wouldn't surprise me if he stays, but we must move on from CR7. I get why he said that, because he's not going to turn around and say, I want to get rid of Ronaldo, because then that drives his price even lower. But we'll see. And the thing is, I think he could work with Ronaldo. I was all for this, people. I was all for Ronaldo staying and seeing what Ten Hag could do and what role he would play, because I believe he could be a part of us being successful. I've said this. Ronaldo in the Europa League will bag goals.
He will score goals. On before, let me just stop it there so you can continue. I just want to say, I said it before, like last week, that in the system, Ronaldo can score goals, plenty of goals. It can work because all you need is someone to just tap in the goals, while everyone, the other 10 players, work as hard as they can and get the ball feeding straight to you, Ronaldo. It works, but continue, Flawless.
Yeah, as I was saying, it's like I believe he can be a success here. That's how you know it's not, oh, you just hate Ronaldo. No. You know how many goals he would score in the Europa League? He could be instrumental in us winning the Europa League. All jokes aside, I was saying this yesterday on the Q&A. It could, and I've said, target that competition. And one thing I'll say about our team is we have players who are more than capable of winning the Europa League. We have it. We have Europa League level players. As much as I don't rate these, man, they're Europa League. I think Lindelof is Europa League level. I think Luke Shaw is Europa League level. I think Bruno is Europa League level. I think Fred is Europa League level. I believe Rashford is Europa League level. I think Cristiano Ronaldo is Europa League level. We have, and you know how I know these men are in the Europa League level? Because we're in a fucking Europa League. That's how I know they're Europa League level people. That's why. And people want to act like we're better than we are, but they will do well. Ronaldo will eat comfortably in the Europa League, as will Bruno, as will others. Yeah, go on, fam. Go on.
Talk about a player that wants to cement a legacy. You don't even have a Europa League medal to cement that legacy. Why don't you want a Europa League winners medal to add to your legacy of winning success? There's no harm in that. Flawless, what's so bad about being in the Europa League? Because I will take Europe anytime. Just like I remember last season, during the end of the season, people were saying, I don't want to be in the Europa Conference League. Bro, I have ambitions, I'm an ambitious guy. You want to be in every competition that you can to win. What's wrong with the Conference League? It's not a competition to win.
That's because people don't want to admit and realize self-awareness, ironically, that Ronaldo lacks as well. It's self-awareness that people lack. Because when the last game of the season, people are like, I don't want to be in Conference League. I said, if we end up in that competition, win that. We haven't won a trophy in 5 years, going on 6. Win that competition. Win that. What are we talking about here? We are the beggars on the street. Shout out to Matisse. We are the beggars on the street, and someone's gave us a sandwich, and we talking about, oh, I don't want that sandwich. I want the sandwich you've got. Yo, you better eat that sandwich. I'm saying, oh, I don't like white bread. Yo, you better eat that sandwich. What do you mean you don't like white? We are in no position whatsoever to be turning up our nose. We are not Manchester City. We are not Liverpool, who will consistently compete for the biggest honors. They can be picky like that. I understand fans of them saying stuff like that. We are I would right now, if someone said, yo, United will win the Carabao Cup, I'm like, yo, I'll take that right now. Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Europa League is the one though. I've said this before, I say this again. It's the first priority for me. That takes priority. This is just for me over the Premier League. Go and target that competition and win it. Yeah. It's a trophy. It's a European trophy on top of that. Trophy. And you get back into the Champions League. Yeah, man, 100%. Could be a great catalyst. It could be. Big up Go Heezy as well. It says big up Flawless Ivorian in the chat. Save says Ronaldo should leave, in my opinion. He's disrespected the club unless Ten Hag genuinely wants it. You know what the thing is? I wouldn't go as far as to say he's disrespected the club, because he said he wants to leave, but it's the manner in which it's when he said it. He could have said it straight after, but people are straight after the season's done, but he's waited till this long. And then people were like, oh, he was waiting to see what Manchester United did in the transfer window. Like, yo, you ain't performing at the highest level. Never mind what we're doing. How about you focus on you? Because I say this again, people. Cristiano Ronaldo is a part of the reason why we are in the Europa League. He played in that team, but people act like he didn't. Is what it is. But yeah, go on, fam. Can't say what you were saying, yo.
Do you get me? As I was saying before, even if Manchester United was in Britain's Got Talent, I want Manchester United to win Britain's Got Talent, because I want Manchester United to win any competition they're in. That's the ambition I have as a fan, and where Manchester United should be. It doesn't matter if it's Europa League. It doesn't matter if it's Conference League. All fans should be there to see Manchester United win it. You should never lose. You never lose appetite just because it's the second tier, the third tier. If you're a team that likes to win trophies, you win it. Again, Bryce is right. Beggars can't be choosers. You can't be out here begging on the streets. I give you 50p. You look at me, you stop frowning. I never gave you
I want a pound. Yeah, I want a pound. Yeah, I say I want a pound. Yo, give me £2.
If I give you 1p,
change.
you take that 1p. Like, you take it and say thank you and God bless you and keep it moving. That's Manchester United fans right there.
100%. Welcome to the show, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Dad Silly Man in the
No. Let me get it. Danny Mills, bro. What on, bro?
Relax, blood, with that talk, blood, man. Bro, Danny Mills,
Danny.
Hey, listen, these beggars got a cheek, though. I just caught their last part of that, bro. They got a fucking cheek, ain't they? Like, bloody hell, mate. I remember beggar turned his nose up at me. I was offering all types of shit, like a full-on half chicken Nando's and everything. He's like, nah, I'm all right. Like, what? What do you mean you're all right, bro? I'm giving you the peri half chicken with the bruv, come on, man. Taking the piss, bruv. But anyway,
absolutely.
What you lot saying, man?
No, Dan, you good, yeah?
Always blessed, man. How's things, man? How are you?
All good, man. Here discussing, you know what I'm saying, the Dragon Ball Z cartoon that is Manchester United. Hella sagas, man. Ronaldo saga. Saga, yo. Like, hella saga.
I think we'll be on the free saga. I think we're in the game right now, bro. Because that's how I feel like.
Hella sagas, hella dramatic EastEnders, Emma Dow, all the theme songs put in one, bruv. It's mad. Omnibus, bruv. It's nuts, bruv.
Danny, what's your take on this Ronaldo coming back to Manchester United, flying back?
Bruv, hindsight is a beautiful thing, innit? Like, I'm just saying, I fucking rate Ronaldo, yeah. But now logic comes into play once again. It's not a nostalgia thing, as Flawless says, yeah. This is Ronaldo's moving mad, yeah. He's moving reckless right now. So I don't know what has happened with these talks that went on supposedly today. Like, what's the outcome?
No one's heard anything yet.
There's no news. There's no news yet. You know what I'm saying?
Bruv,
no news yet.
Because for me, that would have been a 2-minute conversation. Walk in, walk out, hold the door open for him. Bye-bye, Ronaldo. I ain't got time, bruv. I ain't got time, bruv. We need to move on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bruv. Don't mess up the start of our season. Don't mess up like you're taking the piss, Ronaldo. I rate you.
Shui, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bruv, I rate you, Ronaldo, but you are mugging it right now, bruv. Like, who do you think you are? I know who he thinks he is. He thinks he's God, innit? He's on the Kanye type shit. I feel him. I feel you, Ronaldo, because I got a bit of that God complex in me as well. I feel you. Yes. But there comes a time and a place for everything, yeah? And you need to relax, bruv. Like, look at your surroundings. Like what you said, I think, earlier. Awareness, bruv. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Look at your surroundings, Ronaldo. It's time to go. Like, just cut out. He wants to go. But Man United need to be more aware, bruv. Like, what are they doing? They brought in the flipping Avengers, Ferguson and all that, for whatever reason. Like, I'm baffled, bruv. All because of Ronaldo, bruv. Ronaldo's time, been and done, yeah? Love you, Ronaldo, bruv, but duck out, please, man. Stop fucking up the base, bruv. Like Big Nasty says. Fucking up the base right now, bruv. Chill out. And that's all I want to say, bruv.
And that was legit. Like I said, that was like I was saying before Dan jumped on. It's like, yo, I was willing to see, like, what Ronaldo, this is before he stated what he stated. The reason why I have this energy towards Ronaldo is because of what he said. He said he wants to leave. I understand. I'm actually understanding of that. I'm not mad at it.
It's the timing, Flawless. Why is he now saying it?
The timing could have been better. I did say that. That's the only thing I do have a slight issue with is the timing.
That's why he's taking the piss.
Yeah, I know football is a business and I don't expect loyalty from these men. I understand what it is. We're not brethren. I understand what it is. I always say it.
Yeah, but bro, he knew we weren't in the Champions League. So say you want to go then, straight away.
I hear you, fam. I hear exactly what you're saying, but this is why I didn't want to hear in the first place. This comes back to it because I knew the thought process. Football isn't even a what have you done for me lately sport. It's what have you done for me today. That's what football is. Not what you did for me yesterday. It's a what have you done for me today sport. And the fans are like that. The clubs are like that. The players are like that. So the sooner everyone gets out all this loyalty thing, he came back because he loves Manchester. No. He came back because we was his only option. And we were the only two foolish enough to pay him that much money.
Yeah, and now no one flipping wants him.
And I said all this. I stated this. You know what I'm saying? I said all of this, people. Previous ManDem Uniteds in the most people like, Flawless, you wrong. You just hate Ronaldo. No, now look. You know what I'm saying? I say this again. Chelsea have Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, and Batshuayi as their options. And Tuchel still said no. Tuchel still was like, nah. And Ronaldo said he'd take a wage cut. And he said that.
To be fair, I didn't believe it at first that no one wanted him, but then afterwards, you look at it and you're like, raw, people really don't want him. People really don't want him. You know?
Here's the thing with that way he says flawless, you're gonna have to continuously check up on Statman when Ronaldo leaves. This is when I knew he was over, because even Bainesy was like, yeah, I want him to go. That's when I knew. When Bainesy said that, I was like, yeah, Bainesy said that. Yeah, show. And Bainesy was like, yeah,
because it makes sense, bruv. Any logical person will look at it and be like, yeah, you need to go now. It's time, innit? It didn't work. The little whatever it was, you come back, you know, and flawless. You called it anyway, man. You had the 2020 vision, hindsight. You had the long-term vision, and you knew it was gonna be like this. So yeah.
And that's why I did, because I actually like Ronaldo, like as a footballer. Remember what he did, people. I say this all the time. He's one of my favorite United players of all time. He's one of my favorite footballers of all time. Like, he gets into my top 5 players of all time that I've seen. And I did not want him to come back in the state he's in and the state we're in, because it was a match made for just achieve absolutely nothing. Disaster. We were never going to achieve anything. And that's not just on him, because again, people, he's 37. I'm not expecting any 37-year-old to lead the line, much less when you look at how competitive the league is. You could argue 4 out of the best 6 managers are in this league. You know what I'm saying? 3 of the best 5-6 teams in Europe are in this league. So not only are we struggling, you're competing against the best. City are here, Liverpool are here, Chelsea are here. You talking?
Yeah, it's just the wrong timing, man.
You're talking Champions League winners and Champions League finalists between those 3. You know what I'm saying? And that you're talking on 90+ points totals and stuff like that. And then you add Conte and Spurs into the mix as well. Like, outside of probably Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, it's probably those 5. They're probably the best 5. And we are struggling and have been struggling, and we are playing catch up. But hopefully with Ten Hag, we can sort this out and get this patterned and that. But like I said, when Bainesy said, yeah, it's time for Ronaldo to go, I knew what it was. I know who says Ronaldo has more Champions League than United, though. What does this mean? So we should just go. What does this mean? So we should go get Maldini out of retirement then, because he has more Champions Leagues than Manchester United. Or go get Seedorf, be playing at Soccer Raid and that. So we might as well get Seedorf back and put him in our midfield. I would say he'd probably do a better job, to be honest, but still. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does this? I don't get what this means when people say this. Big up Lewis as well. You're saying I want him pause about Cristiano Ronaldo. I get it to an extent, Lewis. Like I say, if I had Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, and Batshuayi as my attacking options, I'd probably be desperate too. You know what I'm saying, but he's not much of an improvement, but we knew. You know what I'm saying? See, Ryan, this is why people give you stick, is because of comments like this. I've said for time that Batshuayi is an actual decent striker. Okay. All right. Sure, Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Flawless, does Messi get into your top 5? No, he doesn't. And when I say my top 5, it's not ability thing, it's favorites. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you have to understand. It's not an ability thing, it's favorites. Everyone in my top 5, like, I watched, like, on a regular basis type of thing. Like, Ronaldo played for my club. Brazilian Ronaldo's the best striker I've ever seen, and I watched Serie A.
Absolutely, bro.
Brazilian Ronaldinho's my GOAT, so that's free. Zidane's probably the best midfielder I've ever seen. And Kaká was electric. I think people, because how Kaká fell off at Real Madrid, people forget what he was like at AC Milan. So that's why Messi don't get in my top 5. But that's not an ability thing, people. That's just favorites. I didn't watch Messi in Barcelona week in, week out. Simple as that. Plus, he cost my team 2 Champions Leagues, so I don't really like him. You know what I'm saying? And
I think the one that hurts the most.
Remove your feelings, man. Remove your feelings, man.
The header and the shoes coming off at the same time, and him celebrating with that shoes. That one got me, you know.
Look all that. Like, that being said, 2 of the 3 players I mentioned got standing ovations at Old Trafford, but they won Champions League finals, even though they knocked us out both times. And plus, I was a bit younger when those things was happening, where I was a bit older to remember the Messi ones as well. But yeah, man. Like, so that's, again, Ryan, that's not ability, that's favorites. That's all it is. One on here says,
One been
breaking news, Ronaldo is back in training with his teammates today with the new signings and that. Like I say, we should have pushed him out. What I really would like United to do is freeze him out. I'd love it. But I suppose he could be a part of success. Like I said this before, he could. It depends on how Ten Hag's going to use him. But if he's starting the opening game of the season, I'm going to be annoyed. If we open against Brighton and he's starting, I hope so. I hope he don't. You know what I'm saying? I hope so. Go on, Ivory. What are you going to say, my guy?
Oh, no, I agree with you, because he doesn't deserve it. You haven't been a part of the whole setup in terms of pre-season. And because your name is Ronaldo, then because my name is Ronaldo, I should start the first game of the season. And we don't want that kind of stigma, that kind of culture anymore. You have to earn your way into the team by merit, and that's the manager that we technically supposed to have. And if the manager doesn't do that and ends up starting Ronaldo without not playing that much games in the first game, then I know that we may potentially have another yes man. You know, well, not a yes man, but
I don't think he's
because he said it himself. Doesn't matter who you are. You know, if you're not listening to my instructions, you're on the bench. If you're not training right, you're on the bench. If you miss a meeting, you're on the bench. If you refuse to eat at the canteen and eat up what's the name, Kathy's gourmet meal that she made, you're on the bench, bro. You get me? You can't be out here disrespecting Kathy, bro. She's been working here for 30 years and that. You get me?
Yeah. Don't disrespect the.
I think Ten Hag knows that, though, man. I think Ten Hag knows that. Having observed him and what he's come out and said and all that stuff, it's like you can tell he's about that life, you know what I'm saying? He's a serious guy. But I mean, only time will tell, man. We'll see. We ain't got long to find out. So, but like you said, I'll be very disappointed if that did happen and he just brought him in just like that. And now you're like, right, you have to question the minerals that flipping Mr. Baldy has, bruv. It's like, right, that would be a shock. I can't lie. But hopefully not.
It is. Big on my guy King K as well. He was on Thursday's edition of ManDem United Live with my guy King K. And you lot, there's over 50 of you lot locked in. Let's get the likes up because we're not even at 30.
I'm expecting 50 likes, you know.
As Eddie would say, chat mafia in it. Like we should be. If there's over 50 of you lot in there, we should be at more than 30 likes. So mods, please get everybody liking and sharing, subscribing, all that good stuff. Roll to 5K subscribers on the channel as well. And yeah, with the because I've liked what Ten Hag said and what he's done and his approach in training and how he's already implemented his system on the team. But I hope this is a big test now in regards to how he deals with this Ronaldo situation. This is an eye opener. Even if he deals with it how I don't like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, Ten Hag out, he's a puppet, because he's gonna make decisions I don't like. That's going to happen. He's gonna make decisions I don't like. He's gonna play players I don't like. He's gonna have lineups we don't like, because I can already see it. If Tomine and Fred are starting the opening day, everybody being up in arms. I'm already prepared to see some of these plays.
Yeah, I'm prepared for Maguire to start with Lindelof in the back.
Yeah, like that could happen. And yes, would I be disappointed? Yes, but I'm not gonna turn on him and be Ten Hag out because he makes one decision that I don't like. But
it might not even be his decision flawless. He might get overruled by the people above him.
See that's where if that was the case, I'd have an issue with that. Then it's like you should have patterned that before you got him and with him in it. Like if I'm managing, let the manager manage. If someone's overruling the decision, you're the manager. You manage.
It seems like they're letting him get his signings that he wants, isn't it? So we'll see that applies to everything.
Exactly. I believe that too, Danny, because I believe that he's getting the way he wants to. Manchester United finally probably realized, you know what? This is like we've been.
It's about time.
So long, yeah. Let's give this guy full autonomy, bro. We've been fucking up for so long. Now, this guy, let's give him what he needs. Like, if we're going to back him, we're going to back him. And I can see that they're doing it with him. But, guys, I got a question for you. So, regarding Ronaldo himself, what if he comes back saying that, okay, he's apologized now, so that he didn't want to leave, or etc., or he was feeling some type of way. He gets into training this week, and then he plays the game against Atletico Madrid or Real, whatever, Sociedad, or whoever we're playing as well. Would you object him from starting the first game against Brighton if he's put himself back into the training and play the preseason game?
I would. I'm hella unforgiving in it, so that's just me. You know what I'm saying? And like,
whether you have to earn your shit back.
Like, like it is what it is, isn't it? Like, I'm just not with him, not being involved, but like, no, you shouldn't be starting. And that was before this. That was my fault. All you've done is just give me more reason as to why I don't want you starting. Now it's not just an ability thing on the pitch. Now it's right. You don't want to be here. Cool. Dip. But yeah, go on, Dan. Sorry, Dan just chowing down and that.
Yeah, I know you can hear that.
Right, man. I'm muted too late. I'm muted too late, bro.
It's cool.
It's too late, man.
Don't worry about it, man. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Where was we at? Big up Ronan as well in the cook. Good to see you here, Ronan. Right, there's 60 of you lot locked in right now. Let's get Go subscribe to Red United TV as well. Make sure you do that.
132 so far, guys.
Yeah. And yeah, this is it. Ronaldo should be happy to come off the bench at his age. Yes. If you are a team wanting to challenge, sacrifice yourself for the
But
team.
he's not. He's got God complex. That's therefore he has to leave, bruv, because it's not for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So laters, man.
In a bit. If Ten Hag gets top 4 this season, then I'm optimistic for the season after. If he gets top 4, he's done a tremendous job because I don't believe we're one of the 4 best teams. So to me in the league, we've overachieved. If that happens. Obviously, that's dependent on context. So if like a Spurs or a Chelsea have crazy injuries or the manager gets sacked or whatever, then that's different. But if they play to the level we expect them, the teams above us to play to, I don't think we can finish 4th. But we'll see what go on. And Black Jedi, you said it. Yeah, our team is full of average players still. Like we all know this. Nobody will ever turn around and tell you that Manchester. Actually, no, you'll get the odd Manchester United fan in there who tell you should win. We should be winning the league. But other than that, 99%. You know what I'm saying? Of people will tell you that United is this. Yeah, delusion. People say, oh, because we're United. All right. Like I say it all the time, you can't United your way to a league title, but it is what it is. What you saying now, Ivorian? Say he was starting. Say what would be your thoughts if he did?
No, because my question, I asked the question, if he's come out and said, you know what, I want to stay, and he shows up to training and plays a 1 or 2 preseason games, which is only just the 2 games that's on the weekend, so he's either going to play either one or the other. Still, my answer will be still Ronaldo will be on the bench because he's missed a lot. He's not up to scratch. He doesn't even know how Ten Hag plays his system to perfection. You know, where everyone else has had 2 or 3 weeks ahead of him, he's just come from day one. He's just come from day one. So he needs to just sit himself down and probably just come on that day. So yeah, he can't start the game against Brighton, even if he said sorry, even if he's had a couple of training sessions and played a game against Atletico Madrid and then played a game on Sunday as well. It's still not enough. He's still, to me, Ronaldo's still behind in preseason. You need to get him up to scratch. He won't play the first game for me. That's my answer, bro.
Yeah, and I'm legit with that. And Dan mentioned it about him having God complex, and it's like that can be good in many instances, but in this, it's not. And it is what it is. And Ryan's saying, no, we won't finish like it's going to be City, Liverpool, to me, number 1 and number 2. I've said it before, I say it again. The best I think United can do league-wise is 4th. I think that's our ceiling.
4th is our ambitions. 4th is nothing beyond 4th. And that's the thing, guys. I have an interesting question because I got in it with Arsenal fans because for some reason, Arsenal fans for the last 5 or 6 years they've been finishing 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, whatever it is. Yeah, with the ambition of returning back to the Champions League, thinking that they can finish 4th place. Well, I told them that I'm in belief of Erik ten Hag. This is the first manager that I've said we've got a proper coach and a proper manager that can take us to the next level as long as the club is willing to back him. Mark my words, guys, because again, I've never been in favor of the previous guys that's been hired. They've never been my cup of tea. I like hands-on managers who are creme de la creme that can develop an individual all the time and the whole team. So I told him that, so wait a minute. First of all, we're Manchester United. We have money, first of all. And plus, we still have better players that are better individually than Arsenal. What is wrong for me that a team that finished falsely 2nd and falsely 3rd, for me to say that finishing 4th is not realistic for us? That is our basic. That's our goals, to try and finish 4th, return back into the Champions League and win the Europa League. Arsenal fans took me as a deluded gunner, as a deluded person. I'm like, wait a minute. Haven't you guys struggled to finish in top 4 for the last 6-7 years with the same ambition as mine? Oh, last season, you asked an Arsenal fan, what's your ambition? Finish top 4 and get into Champions League. But didn't you finish 8th last season before that? The season before that, they finished 8th. But they'll still tell you top 4. You ask Troops, top 4. You ask anyone that supports Arsenal.
Man, move the goalposts, man.
A Manchester United fan, just because we've had one poor season last season, we finished below, it's far-fetched for me to think that Man United ambition shouldn't be finishing at least top 4, try and get top 4 place and win the Europa League.
The thing is, Ivorian, all I say to people is it depends on where you think the team is at. So say, for instance, you genuinely believe United are one of the best 4 teams in the country. Yes, you should finish 4th. What I don't get is when people say United should win the league. All right, where do you rate United out of the top 6? I think we're the 5th best team. Well, that makes no sense. So you think we're the 5th best squad, we have the 5th best team, but we should win the league. That makes no sense. Like I said, I think genuinely I would say the 5th best team currently. So guess where I expect us to finish? 5th. I'm saying if you
but
think
the
it's
ambition
4,
is
it's
try
4.
to get 4th.
Yeah, we should. I have said I think we should be in the top 4 race. You know what I'm saying?
No,
And
we
I
won't
believe
be.
we should be in the top. I think because I don't think Spurs, Chelsea are that much clearer of us where we should be finishing 11, 12, 15, 20 points behind them. No, I don't think the golfing class is that. So we should be there. But again, I've said it. Europa League. That's the one I'm looking at. That's where I'm going to be super critical. I've said target that competition. That should be number 1 priority. All right, man. We'll see. We'll see what go on. We'll see. Big up Safe as well, who did recently become a member. Link in the pinned comment. Says you do great streams. To be fair, watch them before I decided to be a member. Much appreciated, man. My guy. Olu, you spitting right here. Ronaldo is not a system player. You have to build around him, and that is dead. That's dead now in 2022. That whole building around one player is finished. Finished. Teams don't do that anymore, whether that's Real Madrid, whether that's City, whether that's Liverpool, whether that's Chelsea, whether that's Bayern Munich. Any team who's been successful, you know what I'm saying, at the highest level with the biggest trophies, do not build around one guy. Yes, they may have key players, but it's all about systems now.
Absolutely flawless.
The team that's most away from that is probably Real Madrid, and that's because they have Benzema, who's just a freak in terms of his quality. Like, I've not seen a run like that ever in the Champions League. Like, what he did for them, because they're not a great side, is ridiculous. What Ancelotti did, you know what I'm saying, when there was like no tactics, man would just raise his eyebrow like he's the Rock. And then, you know what I'm saying, that man would just rise up and start slapping teams. Like, yo, like, it's mad.
That's what he had to do.
It's mad, man. Man would just be on the touchline and raise his eyebrows, and then that man would just go on a run. Like, that man would win a game inside 5 minutes, scoring 2 goals in 90 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And they did this consistently. Like, and again, that was people who was telling me, oh, Ancelotti's finished. You know what I'm saying? Charles Bainsy, he said that bullshit to me. And then he went and won the Champions League in a rebuild. You know what I'm saying? People were turning up their nose, and I said we should get him. But, you know, that's a whole other thing. We should have got him when he was at Everton. He was down the road.
Yeah,
Go get
absolutely.
Ancelotti.
Yeah.
Go get Ancelotti. 100%. Big up Black Diamond as well. Says, like the stream, gentlemen, support your quality channel as you continue to get quality content on a consistent basis. Diego says, can Manchester United finish above Chelsea? I think they could. We'll go to you, Dan. On that.
Big up Diego C. Palace as well, bro. Because me and him spoke him the other day. He said that we need to. I told him you better beat Arsenal, and he told us that we need to beat the Seagulls. So we've got favor.
Yeah.
We got
you beat our ups, we'll beat your ups.
Exactly.
100%. Yo, Dan, what you saying? Right, all right, no stress. We'll go to you, Ivorian. Do you think we can finish above Chelsea?
No, because at the same time, again, I said it so many times. Manchester United, the squad is not there yet. You know, everyone else is just ahead of us in terms of their signings, their squad development, and their system as well. It's just way ahead. We can't finish above Chelsea. We struggle to compete in midfield battles. Since we haven't rectified that, until we rectify that, that's when I can start thinking maybe we can finish above certain teams. So we'll see what happens, but we're nowhere near yet, bro, in terms of where Ten Hag wants to get to. So we will never finish above Chelsea. It'll be by luck, you know, flawless. It'll be a surprise if everything went well for Manchester United and we just got a lot of W's. We're playing fantastic football and we finish above. I'll be hella shocked. And like you said before, if we finish third, we've overachieved. And if that's above Chelsea, we've overachieved. If we finish second, we've really overachieved. And I don't see us really overachieving based on how things are at this present moment and the way the transfer market is working for Manchester United. So, yeah, don't see Manchester United finishing above Chelsea. Not at all.
I don't see us finishing, because as bad as people are making out Chelsea they have all these issues. They still have a good manager. Still have a great manager in my eyes. They still have good goalkeeper, very good defense, good midfield options, good system as well. Is their attacking options a problem? Yes, but now they have added Sterling, who can give you a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, Sterling can definitely gives you a lot more actually. Sterling improves every single team in the league. Who does he not start for?
Yeah,
he started for City more time. If he goes Liverpool, I believe he starts for them. If he goes Chelsea, which he's at, he starts for them. If he goes Arsenal, he starts for them. It's probably only Spurs that you look at and go, he don't start for them. If United, he starts for us, so it's probably Spurs. And that's because Spurs have probably arguably the best left winger in the league in Son. That's the only reason he don't start for them. So I don't think you take any player from any other team and play him above Son. So there's only Spurs. Like, he's definitely Sterling's definitely what's it called? A quality signing. Ollie says Sterling misses open goals. Every attacker misses. Look at the amount of goals he scores. It's ridiculous. Like I say, most disrespected player in the Premier League, easily, without doubt. The way people talk about him, like he's just some average guy or that. Like he's been performing wherever you rate him, he's been performing at level A. That's what I would say.
Who's insulting my guy Sterling?
All you said is Sterling misses open goals. Like all strikers don't miss.
Oh.
I've seen Ronaldo misses when Ralph came in, but people won't talk about that. I've seen Bruno misses. I've seen Kane misses. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Haaland misses. What strikers doesn't, but it's like it's only on Sterling. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Havertz misses. Lukaku misses. Who don't? Vardy, the list goes on. If he does it, all right, so if he does it regularly, though, I want him in my team because I'm scoring over 100 goals in 5 years. If you're missing so much, missing regular all the time because it's well overstated. If he's missing this much, how are you continuously scoring that many goals? You're averaging 20, 25 goals a season, but you're missing regular. I get him in my team because clearly your football intelligence is so good that you getting into these positions all the time. Because nobody else at City scores the amount of goals he is. So I'm not even here. It's a system thing. Yeah, City creates so many chances. So how come everyone else for City doesn't do that? How come Jesus didn't do that? How come Jesus has never scored more than 15 goals for Manchester City? How come Grealish didn't do it? How come Mahrez didn't do it? If we're going to talk about it, let's talk about how come Foden didn't do it. How come Bernardo Silva didn't do it? See what I'm saying? See how the criticism and the goalposts change when people like people and narratives and all that. That's the case. How come? How come City turned down Cristiano Ronaldo? Like, the list goes on. Yeah, City creates so many chances. So that means all of their attacking players should score all of these goals. But Sterling is the one. I think it's only Messi and Neymar who scored more goals for Pep in Pep's managerial career. Yeah, serious. Yeah, I'm OTG. People acting like Sterling misses every sitter like he's Werner. People talk about him like he's Timo Werner. Like this guy has not been a part of a team that has dominated the Premier League consistently. You know what I'm saying? Got to the last stages of the Champions League consistently. Won FA Cups and League Cups. Oh, it's Messi and Aguero. Yeah, see, two of them. So he's behind third on that list. You know what I'm saying? But we move. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It's absolutely outrageous. So yes, I would have took him. And then he goes on international duty and performs there. He was England's best player in the Euros. Yeah. But everyone will tell you Harry Kane's world class and a better player, which I agree with. Where was Kane? Where was the City system? Where was Harry Kane in the Euros? He carried them to that final. But let Harry Kane had put in them performances and carried England to that final, we'd still be talking about it now, but because it's Sterling, it gets swept under the rug. And this is me as a United fan saying it. The disrespect that guy
Sterling is just a consistent guy, bro. You can't. How can you knock that?
Fam, man scores 20, 25 goals per season. Consistent.
That's what you want from your players, man.
People like sleeping on Sterling. In my opinion, Sterling shouldn't have never went to Chelsea. I asked him as a player that we went to go to Real Madrid, or I actually betted on him to go to Real Madrid or Barcelona. That's his levels. At the end of the day, I see him playing for Real Madrid because it's about time an English player goes to Spain, especially a forward, and light it up. And I honestly thought Raheem Sterling would be that player because he's been linked to Real Madrid a couple of times in the last 3 to 4 years, and it's just shocking that he ended up at Chelsea. I was shocked.
And to Olu who says, I'll score 15 goals playing with De Bruyne. So how come Jesus didn't score 15 goals playing with De Bruyne?
Yeah.
If it's that easy. How come Jesus didn't do it? How come Grealish didn't do it? How come Foden didn't do it? How come Bernardo Silva didn't do it? How come Mahrez didn't do it? If it's that easy, how come all them other attacking players who are very, very talented didn't do it? Because there's a skill to this thing. I'm saying, how come none of them players go to international duty and perform like he does? How come none of them players were performing in Liverpool the way but at Liverpool previously beforehand? Because you take away that system from De Bruyne, he don't look the same. But people won't talk about it. And I rate De Bruyne highly. When he plays for Belgium, he don't look like that. Man getting knocked out in quarterfinals by Wales. People don't want to talk about it though. Like, if we're going to have the conversation, let's have the proper conversation. It's only against Sterling that the system is used. But when you take that system away from Bernardo Silva, he don't look the same. Stones, he don't look the same. Cancelo, he don't look the same. The list goes on. Foden don't look the same. Sterling does have more of an international legacy than KDB. Yeah, go on.
He does it for England. No. Sterling does it for England. Like, we've seen it last time. Even the World Cup, the last World Cup that he was at, one of England's best players. The one in South Africa, one of England's best players shining, even though he was very young. Like I kind of remember all those kind of stuff. So the Brazil, especially, he was still one of the best players there. Euros as well. You saw it, man. So Sterling does his thing. It's a shame because I actually was surprised and shocked to see Chelsea. I mean, to see Sterling leave Manchester City. I found it bizarre the fact that I started seeing Raheem Sterling on the bench for Pep, and I know Pep is the type of guy that makes at least 5 to 6 changes every match day, but keeps the core inside the team. And I've always thought to myself that Sterling is a core player, spine for City. But it's just shocking to see the fact that he was on the bench, because that guy, this is a player that was scoring 25 goals, 20 goals per season, was actually shelling at City when Pep got there. So it's a shock to see the fact that he was getting less games as he was supposed to be.
I think
Chelsea got a player.
I think Pep just trying to freshen it up. That's all it is. I think he's just freshening up the team and all that. I'm not saying last point on it because they make decoy runs. Mahrez is not a decoy runner. Mahrez is not. Foden's not a decoy runner. Bernardo Silva's not a decoy runner. Just stop making excuses and say I don't like it. Man, just need to be honest. That's all it is. Just be honest and say, yo, I'm not a fan. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, that's okay. He's not good on the eye. Like, just say that, because that's what we get. We get a lot of people who are like that because players don't look silky and all that. But then man will rate players who are silky who don't perform, like Kai Havertz. But anyway, Let's move on. Christian Eriksen, obviously finally unveiled. Christian Eriksen. We'll go to you, Dan. Thoughts? Talk to us.
So I think you said about Eriksen. It's just choppy.
Christian
It's
Eriksen.
breaking up
Is
a
it
little
choppy?
bit.
I'm gonna jump out and jump back in. But yeah, Christian Eriksen, fam. Christian Eriksen.
No, it's probably me.
Go on.
Yeah, man. Has he been unveiled? Yeah.
Yeah, he's been unveiled.
He's been unveiled.
Yeah. Unveiled.
Jeez. How did they unveil him? Like, what did they do? What was the video? What was the?
I didn't even see the video.
He's had the interviews. He's taken pictures. So he's had his interview with MUTV. So he's done that. They've done all of that kind of stuff. I've got some quotes. So whenever you're ready, Flawless, I can read some out.
Eriksen, man, he adds a bit of a sprinkle of quality, man. That's a good. I don't know. I'm happy with the signing. I just want more, though, man. Just waiting for more, man.
Yeah, exactly. All I'm waiting for more. Go on. What's the quote, Ivori?
So if guys, make sure it's on MUTV. I mean, ManchUnited.com's website. He was asked, "How does it feel? How does it sound to you that you're a Manchester United player?" He said in response, very new. It's weird. I never thought it would actually happen. So to be here, like you say, being a Manchester United player is very special. He was also asked how influential Erik ten Hag was in getting him to the football club. He said, I want to come here to play football. I don't come here just for the logo itself. Exactly what Ronaldo said last year, that he's not here for holiday, but it seems like he is. But, as I'm saying, I want to come here and play, obviously to speak with the manager and hear his ideas and have the conversation with him on the football terms was a great ideal. For me to get this decision and possibly of coming to Manchester United, he also was asked questions about how he feels. Maybe he said no. No, he was asked. He was mentioned that maybe he didn't think that it was going to happen. He thought they were asking him a question. Did you, at any moment, you thought the deal wasn't going to happen? He said no, because I think from my career path before the incident in Euros, the planning was always to go back to the UK at all. I was thinking my time to go to Manchester United was before. Obviously, then I was at Spurs, then went to Italy. But now to sit here is definitely something that I didn't expect, but also very happy that I'm here. It feels good to be here. It really does. And he also was asked again about the Manchester United's attacking style of football and how attracted he was to that. He said, I think my style of football hopefully fits in with his ideas, and hopefully it's something that will connect in a good and positive way. So, of course, his style of football, I think it suits me. So, a bit more, but again, we stopped there. You guys got the gist. He's happy to be here and etc. So we shall see how Eriksen fits in. And again, this is a player that we was linked to before in the past. We all know that while he was at Tottenham Hotspurs, we wanted him then. I believe Ferguson also wanted him as well before Ferguson retired.
Before that, man.
So it's nice to see him finally get the shirt on. But sometimes the question is it a little bit too late, or we still got time? Because it's just similar to where Zlatan said, big up the real Zlatan as well. One funny commentator right there as well. He gives me bad jokes. But yeah, when Zlatan came in there, I thought to myself, if only we had Zlatan 5 or 6 years ago, it would have been great. It's one of those signings where you're thinking, if only we had
Cavani, Zlatan, Falcao. Who else?
Falcao, wait, what? With what
Falcao, the prime Falcao, isn't it? Like,
the 4 goals Falcao that you saw is not the player that you would wish we had him 10 years ago.
Yeah, for real. So, is there anything Ivorian that he said that stood out to you?
Let me go back to
or surprised you or anything like that? And yeah, I'll ask you the same as well. Dan, once Ivorian's answered that, and big up Real Zlatan as well. Innit? He said Eriksen said he's here to play football, make it out what you will. Looks like certain players' positions are in danger. Yeah, man, he wants to play ball. He's good enough as well. So of course. Let
me just get to you with that one.
Yeah,
I do have some more.
Yeah, go on. It's all good. You lot get the likes up on the video as well. Say that again.
Now, someone was mentioning about Bruno, Fred, and Eriksen in midfield. That's, for me, that's a bit lightweight, but who knows, bro.
I get you. I ain't trying to see.
I'm ready. He was also asked on why he joined Manchester United. He said, I am a guy who wants to play football, and I think with the idea of the manager coming in and the ideas he had, he's also, with my conversation with him, I could see myself playing football in Manchester. And at the same time, it's a very, very big club. If not the biggest, if you pronounce it anywhere, they know where it is from. They know where the locals come from. He's not talking about Manchester City. He's talking about Manchester United. You know, you can't go anywhere and run around and say the word Manchester City. You mean Manchester United? Manchester United? Manchester City?
Facts.
But yeah, he's just the fact that what highlighted me is that he just wants to come here and play his football. And I hope Manchester United can provide that. That's one of his quotes that really just was outstanding out of everything, that really stood out, is the fact that he just wants to come here and play his football, and the fact that he knows the manager and the way the manager plays can probably suit the way he plays. So that's what stood out in that interview.
Yeah, yo, Dan, anything that you heard there that you're like, or might surprise you? You know what I'm saying?
No, not really. Like, just saying what he was saying, innit? No surprises, but yeah, there's a few questions like what Ivorian said. Like, is it a bit too late? Like, but in terms, even if it is a bit too late, it's like someone said in the comments, like him and Lissandra are already our best passers at the club. Like, it's facts though. Like, you know what I'm saying? So even if it is too late, it's still better than what we have. There's quality there, innit? And we need options, man. We need the squad depth. We got that. Well, we're getting that. So,
it's
yeah, man.
Yeah, because he's 30. You know what I'm saying? So he's not over the hill. He's 30 years old.
But that's the thing, is that it's great to have.
Yeah, and you can still flourish in that position at that age. Do you know what I'm saying?
Everyone, top midfielders, at the age of 30.
Look at Modric, man.
You look at Modric, 30 to about 35 was their best years for them to just show their wisdom and everything. Yeah, so yeah, we needed that. We lost a lot, losing out on Matic and losing out on Mata and losing out on Cavani. We lost that experience as well in especially for big games. We lost a player that was probably calm in certain situations. To gain Eriksen, who could be cool, calm, and collective in a situation where there's a lot of pressure, it's good to have him in a team, and I'm happy about that. I really am, guys. Again, with Lisandro Martinez, yeah, he's a very good passer of the ball. He can get himself out of any tricky situation. I've seen him do it to Haaland. I've seen him do it to a lot of players. When he's under pressure, he can get himself out and pass the ball like it was nothing to him. Like the situation that he was in was nothing. You know, he can get out of those type of tricky situations. Even if he has 2 of his girlfriends in the same club, he'll get out of that situation, man. So I'm pleased with that signing as well, man. It's true. You get out of the situation, you know.
That analogy's funny, yo. I've seen ManDem in that situation at his peak, yo. You know what I'm saying on that? I'm like, yo, it's peak. You just gotta get out, man. You know what I'm saying? Lethal fire exit, man. It's a wrap. The show is over, man. You got fire exit, man.
I'm by the toilet window, blood.
Yeah, you bad dip, fam. Show's over. It's a wrap. Show is over. it's a wrap. Big up to Brian. Says Eriksen. Yeah, we got to this already. There's another one. Where was it? Was it safe? There it is. Let's go look. So yeah, this one he says De Jong and Anthony. De Jong and Anthony, then this team looks killer. They would be 2 great signings. I like the window so far. We do, like Dan mentioned it just before, we need to improve. We still need more additions. Even with De Jong and Anthony get here, we still need more. The De Jong saga rumbles on as well. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Ronaldo also. Trying to think, what else has happened?
Bro, even with Ronaldo, we need a striker.
We still need a
Yes.
striker, yes, Danny.
We need 2, bro.
We got linked with what's his name? The guy from Salzburg, the striker. Is it Benjamin Sesko? Is it Sesko? Sesko, yeah. I remember Bainesy mentioned him to me a while back, and it was like, yeah.
I don't know nothing about him.
I don't know anything
Benjamin
about him.
Sesko.
I just know he's 6'4" and P. Get him in. You know what I'm saying?
People are trying to dub him the next Erling Haaland as well at the same time.
Yo, he's 6'4" and P, man. That's what we've lacked for so long, man. Bring P, and that's a great base to start from. That's why I was happy about Malacia. I know nothing about him. He's left-footed and he's P. Yo, get him in the side, innit? You just start a base there like it's FIFA. And then from then on, that's when you then building it. And it seems we're bringing in these P ballers. Obviously, Eriksen's different, but Lissandro can shift. You know what I'm saying? That he's aggressive, which we need. Malacia is like that.
Lissandro's got the P. It's what Manchester United fans want. He's got the passion and desire
someone
that they all want from a player.
Wheels Latin in the chat card. Wheels Latin, actually. Yeah, he's got the tenacity and intensity that you love.
That you will love to see, yeah. The ones that love to get their shorts dirty, you know, full of grass and mud. That's the type of stuff that they like.
Their grass sticking out the stock and that blood.
Yeah, man, people love that. You know what I'm saying? Someone called Wheels Latin called him the cartel Cannavaro. I died. You know what I'm saying? I was like, we gotta run with that, yo. I said we running with that. The cartel Cannavaro are there. And if he's anywhere near as good as Cannavaro, we got one hell of a defender on our hands. People.
Absolutely, man.
We do. Where else we Yeah, Prime, you would say this. I'm saying you would clock onto the analogy. Big up Prime and that says 2 of his girlfriends in the club. He can get out of it. Nah, bring them both and play through their press. That's a press you're not playing through, fam. They will bring you down. They are not scared to get sent off and get bookings and that. That's not a press you are trying to play through. You know what I'm saying in that. That's a kick it long. That's what that is, yo. Go over the top of the press. Go direct into
My girlfriends are all cool with each other, man.
Say that again?
My girls are all cool with each other.
Oh, that's good to see that. If you're like Dan and all your girls are cool with people, then that works, innit? You gotta be different level. You know what I'm saying? To be doing them type of things. I don't have the facilities for that big man. I don't. You know what I'm saying? That's not saying I have in me. That's not me. That isn't me, and that isn't me. But speaking of that, we mentioned obviously Eriksen. We spoke about Ronaldo. It seems Brandon Williams is getting a move as well. I seen something like, was it like 15 million with 5 million add-ons or something like that? I was like,
bruh.
I was like, let us know in the chat. I can't remember who the team was that he was with. But yeah, that's what I was saying.
He was at Norwich previously, of course. Of course, we all saw that famous story that he had on his Instagram with the middle finger saying "fuck Norwich." You remember that? And then he deleted it.
Why did he say "fuck Norwich"?
He got booed, and I don't know. He was at home, innit?
Norwich, you know. Top Canaries ain't having it, man. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't know. But all I know that he said "fuck Norwich," innit? Middle finger and story. That's what I know. But yeah, the move itself, of course, is 15 million, 10 million plus 5 million add-ons.
That's a deal, bro. Take that. Give me my money.
But the thing about it with Brandon Williams, this was expected to happen because we noticed that he wasn't that good enough to make it into Manchester United's first 11. He was a player that was really exciting at first when he first came and gave us some passion, desire in terms of overlapping, giving us something that we've never ever seen Luke Shaw does with the overlap and commit to it. And we always like, finally, with someone there. We got into it, but eventually we knew that defensively he was sus. But again, we knew that he was never going to make it, man. I believe he's a right-footed player that plays left back and that can also play right back as well.
Yeah, because he played right back in the youth system, I think. Don't quote me on that, though. Don't quote me on that, though.
I've got fans as well that are saying that we're better off selling Tellers instead of selling this boy, Brandon Williams.
Yeah, people.
I don't know what your thoughts on that as well, because I think Brandon Williams could be hella shit.
That's wild.
I don't even respond to shit like that, bro.
This is just that is wild, yo. That is what I think.
I think people are really hating. Like, tell us how. Come on, don't do that to tell us, man.
Yeah, the fact that people believe that, like, yo, yeah, don't do that. Like, when this is not what we're doing. Like, Brandon Williams has got to go. The fact that that's a great deal. If that actually comes off, that's a great deal. 50 million, 5 million. So you're saying 20 million? We got 10 million
That
for
pays
Pereira.
on my last year, bruv.
Yeah, man. Like them outgoings. That's good outgoings. To get 30 million potentially for Pereira and Brandon Williams is brilliant business.
But it's only good for us if we recoup and spend it as well.
Nah, the reason why it's brilliant business because that means we don't have to see them put on a United shirt again. You know what I'm saying?
True.
That's the win.
True.
That's the win. I understand what you're saying. That needs to be invested further into the squad. But my point is like, yo, I'm not trying to see them in a United shirt because Pereira's awful. Thank God he's gone, and Brandon Williams is not good enough either. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, because Cucurella's on his way to Manchester City, so they do need a left back. So yeah, man, like I'm glad Manchester United are moving on these players because alongside that'd be 2 more alongside all the players we lost on the free contracts as well. So this is what we want time with these players.
Pereira's gone as well, yeah.
Yeah, Pereira's gone, done, dusted. Played his preseason games. He's gone.
Yep, absolutely. It is, I think. And then there was reports Eric Bailly, Roma are interested. And then reports have stated that if he's not getting game time, he's cool with leaving. Be interesting to see how he uses Eric Bailly still. But again, with him, it's about staying fit. You know what I'm saying?
The thing about Eric Bailly, he impressed me during the preseason, getting forward and passing through the line. I still feel like Eric Bailly has something that he can contribute to the team. Although I've said it before, I'm done with Eric Bailly. Like, it's time for him to move on. He's injury prone. As much as he's from the same country as me, but I still want him out, bro. I still want him out. Like, I don't care. There's no favoritism when it comes to me, guys. I just want to prove to you that we both from the same country. And you think someone like me would echo on and egg on a fellow Ivorian to play for Manchester United? No. It's time for him to move on, but he's still got something to offer. And I believe under our new manager, he's got way more to offer than Lindelof. You know, just that Bailly's irrational. He's thinking he's irrational and erratic, and he gets himself injured. But if he can be managed properly, then we can probably get the best out of Eric Bailly. Because defensively, Eric Bailly is quite solid. No worries. Because I'll throw it to Danny's in a bit, because he's out here nodding his head like he's in a disagreement. But
it's all just talk. It's all like blah blah blah, whatever, man. Like you said, it's too little, too late. Like, these players, I'm done. Sell him off, like Pereira, like Brandon Williams. He's in the same bracket, and it's nothing. I'm not taking anything away from him. He's solid on his days. You know what I'm saying? He's a wavy baller, but then he's injured all the time, inconsistent, bruv. I've had enough, man. I've had fucking enough. So what you're saying, I hear you, but it's like, it's irrelevant because it's too little, too late. And controversial, I know, but I will say the same with Martial as well. Don't shoot me, guys. Yeah? Because you lot all getting gas, pre-season gas again. It's literally just the pre-season, bro. Like, chill the fuck out, bruv. Let's see what happens over the course of the season. Yeah? We saw what happened with bare of our players in the past in the pre-season is looking like prime Pirlo, like Pereira, like what you said. So let's see what happens, man. But yeah, too little, too late for Bailly, man. No disrespect.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that I keep hearing them things about Bailly wanting out, but I never hear anything about Phil Jones, bro.
Oh
Phil
my!
Jones just collected his peas, man. Phil Jones is good.
Oh my!
He's like, yo, I'm collecting my money and that. Like, that's what he's on. He's just collected his peas, and he's like, I'm good.
How is Phil Jones escaping transfer talks, exits in general?
Did he go on? He didn't go on the tour, did he? He didn't go on the tour.
No, he didn't go on the tour to work on his fitness on his own game.
He's just there collecting money.
What is really going on with him?
Collecting his money, fam. That's what's going on.
What the fuck?
He's just collecting his money, man. Collecting his money, collecting his peas.
And this is where Manchester United themselves need to be ruthless in times. Like, listen, like I said before, Phil Jones, it's been fantastic. You've done well, but I believe it's time for you to go because you haven't, for 6-7 years, hasn't shown his true potential. This is a player.
How much will it cost to terminate his contract? Just terminate it.
That much. If it has to just take the L, give him his money and let him go. Because this is a player that was in Alex Ferguson's last chapter of his autobiography, saying that Phil Jones will be greater than Duncan Edwards. Manchester United's
Yeah,
greatest
that's a
player.
bad one. It's a bad one.
And you look at the way his whole career's panned out. It's been bad. Let him go. What are you paying him for? Like, I know we're sometimes charitable and we're a family club, but sometimes you got to kick out a member of your family. You have to do it sometimes, because they're just not doing it for the family. They're not contributing anything to the family. All they're doing is
pulling your weight. Get the fuck out.
We're not pulling away. It's expenses.
Yeah,
expenses.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You man are fools.
No, we need to, man.
I hear you, man. Like, I legit until you just mentioned him, I forgot about Phil Jones. Like, he's like that.
Bro.
Like, he's there, but I forgot. Like, you just forget that he's like there in it, and then he'll pop up like during the season. And
I just lingering like
bench.
wallpaper, bruv. Like, what is he, bruv?
It is what it is. Oh Jesus! But I think we've covered everything in regards to United people. But we'll be back Thursday. Definitely be back Thursday. ManDem United podcast 5:30 p.m. People back, obviously talking all things Manchester United, and then back the following Tuesday with Ivorian as well. Dan may drop in as well again. People, make sure you subscribe to Red United TV. The link is in the title. People, the link's in the title, so you can click it right now. You can click it right now. The show will still continue rolling. It opens up a new tab. Go subscribe over there. Ivorian doing great work over on the channel. Make sure you get the likes up as well. I think we just won under 40 likes, so let's get that up to 50 actually. Let's get up to subscribe to the channel as well. Sarcasm City TV, road to 5K. Don't forget to go follow the Twitch as well, because you get other content on there, including fan calling shows. People, we do fan calling shows. We did one yesterday. Hilarious. The fan calling shows are great, because you lot get to call in and talk about whatever you want, because a lot of you lot in the chat have so much to say. You know what I'm saying? And fan calling shows don't want to call in. But salute to all the callers who do be talking the most and talking with chest in the chat, who actually jump on screen and still continue with that same energy.
Big up their mess there.
And big up Surfer, who said it earlier. I forgot to get to it. He's good to hear about United's problems, because the mess that Chelsea are in and that their fan base is in over pre-season is just hilarious to me. But, we move. Keep a lookout on the upcoming live stream schedule. Big up my guy King K as always. Big up all the regulars, all the new people. Big up Safe for joining as a member as well. Yeah, Oli, if you want to call in,
call in, bro.
Call in. The only two rules is, number one, you have to have your camera on, facing forward, people, and that's not because we care what you look like. We don't. It's simply for safety protocols. That's all it is. We see what happened to Saeed, what happened to Matisse, what happened to Topes. You know what I'm saying? And that we seen what happened to those three. We're not trying to have that happen over here. Secondly, know what you want to talk about as well. Don't do a Ryan and just be talking absolute nonsense about nothing. You can talk about whatever, but just have something to talk about. Have a topic. You may want to agree. You may want to ask me a question, or the panelist a question. You may want to disagree with me on something. You may just want to have a rant. A lot of people do want to call in just to get shit off their chest, which is the funniest shit in the world, isn't it? Like, so we move. But yo, Dan, we'll go to you first, man. Anything you want to add before we close out the stream?
Nah, man. Big up everyone in the chat, man. Love always, man. Big up Sarcasm City. Big up everyone, man. I love you all. Keep locked in to Sarcasm City. Follow everyone. Smash the like. And yeah, man. God bless.
Yeah, big up. Ivorian, anything you want to add?
As always, guys, you know what I have to say, man. Big up to everyone that's been here, tuned in, and showed love to me as well. You know, Sarcasm City is like a second home. It's where you'll see me on a Tuesday. You get me? So, yes, big up to you. As always, subscribe, smash that like button. Remember to share. Subscribe to Red United TV. Watch yesterday's podcast as well. And, of course, we've got watch-alongs coming very soon. I'm very sure you'll be doing the watch-along for the Community Shield as well, Flawless.
You know what? I'm actually not. So make sure you head over. You know where to find it, people. Red United TV. Go do that. You know what I'm saying? When is the Community Shield? Saturday?
I think it's Saturday. Yes, Saturday or Sunday. It's this week, the 30th.
Oh, care for it. Because it's City, Liverpool, isn't it?
Yeah. The City, yeah, but of course. I just want to laugh at my ops. You get me?
Yeah. Ryan said, when do I talk nonsense? You legit just said earlier on in the stream, Michy Batshuayi is a decent striker. You also said Callum Hudson-Odoi is clear of Mo Salah. You also said Lukaku was a better right winger than Mo Salah. Should I continue? You know what I'm saying? That's free off the top. Yeah, exactly, Dan. Yes, exactly. You see that confusion on your... He said all of these things, Dan. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. I can keep going, innit? He said Ross Barkley's a decent midfielder. You know what I'm saying? The list goes on. You know? That's 4.
Hey, man. Each to their own, man. He's got an opinion. Let him have it.
Yes, yeah, you should keep some opinions. You should keep to your goddamn self. But we move. Olu says, "Nah, we need the Sterling debate." Yeah, man, call him, man. Like that's what it's there for. You know what I'm saying? That's what the calling shows is about. It's all about the supporters. But love to everyone that's locked in. We'll be back, Sarcasm City tomorrow, Wednesday. So I'll try to get in the mud done on the Twitch, but definitely the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A back here Wednesday midnight. So tomorrow at midnight, people. But love to everyone that's locked in. And this has been the ManDem United podcast on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning